Hi, I hope that you hear me today without any issues and without any technical problems. That would be my first presentation on time without any extra problems with running it. And actually today it's focused on MFTF, and I tried to rephrase that into make the functional tests fun again. And actually I want to show you how to use Warden, which is the environment, Docker based environment made by David Alger, to actually test your application to run functional tests from Magento. And let me start with a little reminder or recap of the information that I provided at the beginning of last not beginning, in the middle of last year, during different conferences, because it's about what actually MFTF is, and it's not independent project. It's a project based on Codeception, Selenium, and Allure. And what is important for us actually is the fact that we already have 1400 tests inside Magento, delivered with Magento. So you can run them out of the box and check most of the Magento functionality. So let's just get through a few technical fundamentals, and to make sure that we know how it runs outside Warden. Because if you want to run Selenium on your environment that is not Warden based, you should use Selenium image or Selenium version 3.8.1, which is the latest supported version due to incompatibilities between Facebook WebDriver. And actually then we will need to use MFTF itself. But okay, let me prepare the screen for showing you. Okay. What I've done already is installing Warden. So I installed Warden previously. I used Brew for that. So Warden configures the environment for running further Docker images, further Docker instances to run your Magento. So that's what I've done already. And actually I will use Magento 2 version of GitHub of contribution version of Magento. That is source code. It's not installed by Composer. So let's clone the project, git clone, and then the project itself, and let's call it contribution. Okay, we have to wait for a moment. Okay. Okay, we have Magento downloaded, so let's use contribution directory, and we can see that Warden itself uses. Oh, let me just use it. Okay, Warden. After installing, you can create project with Warden.dev in it. Let me find it in document, if in a new documentation. Sorry. Oh yeah, environments and initializing an environment. Okay, and we have our situation where I have to initialize my Warden environment. So in this specific case, it will be Warden env init. That will be contribution Magento 2. Okay, which first argument is contribution, which is the domain name, main domain name that will be used for running environment. Second name is the environment type. And give me a moment. Okay, I forgot to just let my dog out, and he is disturbing me. Okay, so finally we've initiated the environment for Warden for Magento 2. Let's see what's in env file, because env file is created by Warden to contain all the settings for Warden actually, and we can see that Warden env name is contribution, env type is Magento 2, and the main domain that will be used is contribution.test, and subdomain is app. So actually we should be able to enter app contribution test, and I haven't signed the SSL, so we can see it's 404, which shows that this environment is not running yet. So we can run it Warden env app, and let's run it currently on daemon mode with flag D. So we can see that all the dependencies were created, and the environment is running. So we can see, okay, the autoload error is something that we expected. So quickly, let's enter Warden shell install composer dependencies. As you can see, it's quite fast, so that's why I'm doing that together with you. And second thing, or I don't know how second it's that second, but we need to install Magento, and the example script is provided. So I will not reinvent the wheel. I will just run the prepared statement. Okay. So as you see, Magento is being installed. Okay, admin URL is /backend, but there is still something that we need to do. I'm sorry. It's running bin Magento config sets, and let's log environment for unsecure and secure domain. And in this specific case, I will do it manually. So that will be HTTP app Warden app contribution test. Okay. Okay, and the second one, it's secure base URL, which is HTTPS Okay, done. One more thing that we need to do is create admin user, and we can copy the example, or you can do it manually. And I will actually create it manually. Admin user create, which will be Elbajsarowicz test 1 2 3. Okay, and test. Okay, so we have the account created, so let's log in to verify if everything runs properly, and that would be app contribution tests backend. Okay, I've done something wrong. 1 second. Okay, after setting the configuration variables, sometimes it's necessary to run cache flash to just load the fresh configuration, and that should be it. Okay. Come on. One second, I forgot about something. Yeah, use rewrites. That's actually something that it should be by default, but because you can provide that to installation of environment, but it wasn't. So let's cache flash again, and now it's it should really be available. Backend. Oh, that's stressful. Okay, we are there. So let's log in. Come on, faster. Okay. And that's the step that is actually related to MFTF right now, because I'm logging in. And in the meantime, I will MFTF getting started. I will open the documentation on MFTF, and you can see that at the very beginning, you should disable what you see is what you get in configuration, but I don't care about it for now. What I care about is enabling account sharing, because simultaneously running tests, or when I want to see what's actually going on in admin panel, in the meantime it's very useful. So first step is enable admin account sharing, and second thing is just running bin magento config set security use form key to 0, which means the unique key wouldn't be added to URLs in admin panel. And let's see. Okay, it's still logging in. That's sometimes the case for my local machine. Yeah, but for now we are logged in. Let's don't allow to collect the data, so we can see that it works. And we are currently running Magento on local instance. So that's all if it comes to preparation, but we still haven't configured the Warden, and that's what we will do right now. Actually, I will open the project created by cloning the data. So let's open Magento, and not this one, contribution. Okay, so yeah, we are there. .env is the file that we actually need. Oh, this is not, oh, that is actual file. Okay, okay, that is actual file. That's something that we've seen previously was not for purpose. Okay, so let's continue. What we need actually to run MFTF locally, we need to open documentation once again of Warden configuration and Magento functional testing framework. What we need is Warden Selenium equals to 1, and second thing that we need is that information about Selenium host and Selenium and the browser, but we will use it for configuration. Right now what we need is also adding the Selenium debug flag. So let's add Warden Selenium, and Warden Selenium debug is what we actually need. Okay, let me let me open the terminal and then leave the shell of this Warden Magento setup, and now Warden environment, and it should install missing dependencies and run contribution Selenium and contribution Allure. Right now what we get is Allure contribution test. Okay, once again we need to accept certification, and we can see that we have no reports created so far. But when we will create, when we will run some MFTF tests, there will be automatically the report available. So right now we need to configure MFTF, so Warden shell, to get back into running instance, and now vendor bin MFTF. We can see that this command contains only the commands for handling MFTF, and for the very beginning we need to build the project. So build project, and we can see that some of the files were created. For us, the most important is env file. So let's open it. It's dev test acceptance and .env. And right now we can see that Magento base URL is http dev.docs.magento.com, which is not properly, because we need to change it to our app contribution test. Backend name was backend, and username was Elbajsarowicz for this case, and it was password test123. We can see that browser is Chromie, but also we had in the documentation information that Selenium host has to be set, and I changed that locally for my project. So let me confirm the right path. 1 second. Tests acceptance and yeah. So for me locally it is Selenium, but for you it will be just like in documentation, that will be Selenium hub. So okay, for me it's just Selenium. Okay, and now quite improvement, new improvement in MFTF is vendor bin MFTF doctor, which checks the configuration, and we can see that configuration to admin was properly stated, and all the connections to Selenium server, to admin page, and to storefront page and CLI are running properly. That makes us able to perform first test, but let's in the meantime run remote connection to VNC, to actually the server running Chromie inside. So server would be Selenium, and password is secret. Yeah, it is secret. And now we have tunnel warden test with port 2222, and actually that's it. However, okay, Let's try to connect contribution demo. Okay, and we should be in. There should be a logo of Ubuntu. Oh, there is. Okay. Actually, we have Chrome here, Chrome installed, and the Ubuntu environment here. So let's try to run first test, which is vendor bin MFTF run tests admin login tests. And we will verify if I'm connected to the right instance of Warden, because I haven't provided the direct the full name, but the shortcut of Selenium. So okay. Just a second. That's new for me. Okay, I think I got it. Dev tests acceptance. Okay. Okay, I see. That's actually interesting, because running Allure, running the environment before starting up the environment before I started MFTF made the owner of output directory root, which is not correct, and I need to work around it right now and then contribute to Warden to improve that, because Allure was added in the meantime, and seems like I haven't tested that enough. So let me just make quick workaround. Okay, that would be fine. 1 second. Okay, actually, that's the fastest solution would be just to Warden and stop, or maybe no, just a second. Docker IT, and then actually Docker exec IT, and then provide the identifier of the Docker. So I could also take this one. Yeah, and you as user, I will provide root, and then actually bash. Yeah. Okay, so let's enter dev acceptance, dev test acceptance, and then tests, and in tests I need to chown to data www.data output and recursive, and now we should be able to enter Warden shell and actually run admin login test. Okay, I overcomplicated that, but I promise that will work properly when you instantiate the environment before running the Allure testing framework, Allure testing display, testing reports. Okay, in the meantime, we should get the Allure report already. Not yet. Okay, we have to wait because it refreshes every minute, so we need to wait a moment. But you can see that in the meantime we logged in as a admin user, then logged out, which is what we expected. Okay, once again, so I also connected to the right instance of Chromie. Once again, yeah, it runs properly, so that's what we expected actually. Okay, in the meantime, reports, and we have information that we ran single test and it succeeded. You can browse step by step what was done actually. So navigated to backend admin, then filled the username and passwords, then waited for page to load, and then assumed that that we don't see allow button related with allowing to collect data by Magento, then close admin notification, and we see the comparison of URL. So we asserted if the URL is correct, and then we logged out, and that is actually very basic test case to run. But you can see that in, I'm not sure how long I'm transmitting, like in 10 minutes we've run Magento properly, and we've run MFTF tests. But I think we can cover one more case because it's why I actually decided to show that. I want to show you very basic test that you can introduce. So let me check. Okay, I have Magento create module. Let's say it's M2 coach and functional tests thing. Okay. Actually, M2 coach functional testing etc. Okay, everything is registered. So okay, let's create new directory structure. And if you are not sure, if you don't remember the catalog structure, it's always good to take a look, but not too deep on actually the test structure of Magento. In this specific case, it's just tests MFTF, and for me that would be test. I don't remember, test. Okay, so the same structure as it was previously, and out of the box MFTF uses the modules registered by Magento. So we have to bin Magento, set up upgrades, run this command to install my new created module, and the test that I will provide inside. So let's create some basic test, like create products test XML. Okay, and actually I will just use the pattern that is for MFTF tests. Okay, let's remove copyrights, and actually I recently contributed with tool to generate XSD for MFTF, so that would be helpful if it was merged already, but it's not yet. So we will do it with existing tool, Warden shell and vendor bin MFTF Warren, which is generate Warren catalog. Okay, generate Warren catalog, and we need to provide path to idea and MISC. Yeah. Okay, so we have idea MISC XML, but you can see that it uses the var www HTML. We need just for now, because it's fixed with new version, we need to replace that with project path. Okay. And actually, we can also generate vendor bin MFTF Magento bin Magento Warren catalog, and that's also dev Warren catalog, dev Warren idea MISC XML. Yeah, okay, dev Warren generate. Okay, it's super useful to have the full directory of resources, and actually I see that it's not project path but project dir. Okay, and now we should have yeah, we have registered XSD. So writing tests could be easier right now. Let's start with something that prepares us to run the test. So action group, and we should reference existing action group, which can be like admin login action group. Okay, that can be login as admin login action group. That's currently a little bit inconsistent because the file names should be the same like the action group inside. And second thing is, like, if it's related with admin, it should start with admin. So it should be actually admin login action group, but so far it's just login action group. So and step key is the identifier of the step. So login to admin panel can be this way. And if we logged in, we also need to action group reference and reference to login out. We can check, okay, logout action group is fine. So let's take, and you can see that it's inconsistent. So that's something that is already fixed, but not merged yet. So logout and logout from admin panel. And we should have the same results that we previously seen with admin login test, but we can use we can use create product test. Okay, now let's run it. So we should see that it is logging in and then logging out. Okay, it works. So let's extend that and let's open the category, the catalog grid. And as I mentioned before, action groups are reusable parts of actions, series of actions. So let's find some action that will just open the grid for us. Okay, go to attribute action group. No. Go to create category, create product page, go to product catalog page, action group, that can be it. Admin catalog product page. Okay, that's right, so that should be it. And you can see that it refers to another variable, but for so far action group reference, go to product page action group and go to product catalog page. Okay, and in the meantime I will prepare next step. Okay, it enters the products grid page, which is something that we expected. So if we have so far, if we are on a catalog products page, we can now click on the create new product. Okay, let me check what's inside to make sure that, okay, it's admin menus. Okay, we can use that one. It's even nicer because it makes more steps. So for demo, it's perfect. So create new product. Okay. And so far we don't use any attributes, we don't use any input, or maybe we are new product data. Actually, it should ask us, but it uses the existing file with data, which is also provided in Magento out of the box, so we can use them. If we use create new product action group, that will create the product for us without any extra input. So let's run our test once again, and the new product should be created. You can see that it opens products listing, then clicks add product, and it fills the required fields, then saving the product. Then we log out and we are done. So let's open catalog products, and yeah, it's logged me out. Okay, catalog products, and we can see that this product exists, and actually it's how it works, because you don't need to write all that tests by yourself. Let's delete the product actually. So for now we just know that the product SKU, okay, that product SKU is actually product test, but for future reference, for future streams, I will show you how to grab this SKU in future. For the demo purpose, I will just copy that SKU, and I will use existing action group that deletes product SKU. We can see that there is delete product by SKU action group. And now the difference from create product action group is that it uses arguments. So delete product as a step name, but now we need to provide arguments, and argument name will be, and we can check that it's expected argument type string with name SKU. So name is SKU and value is in this specific case, this product test. Okay, and that's how we put arguments into action groups. Now when we, oh yeah, let me just for now remove it manually, because the tests should have clean environment to run. Okay, and let's run it once again. Okay, it deletes the product after all, and the product is deleted, and we are logged out. Let's see on Allure for the reports after our checks, and we can see that that our functional tests were run. Create product tests, okay, and